What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. Welcome to the Millionaire Morning Show. Nah, I'm just messing with you. Make sure y'all tuned into the Millionaire Morning Show during the week because I do live streams during the week, Monday through Friday, making sure that I add as much value and I can interact with the audience and things like that as possible. But I'm very much bothered right now. I'm very much bothered. I've seen too many people that I know. Too many people. A lot of older people, and I see a lot of younger people going in the same direction. They don't have no money. They don't have no money, and a recession is coming. And I'm reading all of these reports, and I'm talking to different people that I know that are in certain industries, and there are layoffs coming, and companies are making sure that they got hiring freezes, and they're not doing buybacks, and they're not reinvesting into people, which means that money is not as cheap anymore when you come to inflation, and that affects everybody. It affects industry, it affects people, it affects a lot of people at large, and they ain't got no money. They ain't got no money. I know some people that I've always been connected to, even family members, right? And they starting to reach retirement age, and you know what they doing? They doing the same old thing every single time. I see them buying new cars because they still trying to maintain a lifestyle, and meanwhile they ain't even got nothing to. The thing that had always worried me when I was younger, before I really turned the corner and started blowing up and getting resources, right? The thing that worried me, and I was always vigilant about investing and things like that. The thing that always worried me was ever going broke, right? And I'm talking about both when I was younger and to when I'm older. And so the more you learn, the more you're exposed to, the more informed you have to be as far as what you're putting up and what you invest in. And I understood. I said, listen, I'm expecting to work until this age, X age. But at the same time, I never wanted to be in a position to where I had to lower my lifestyle in order to maintain some sense of normalcy. And I don't see people with a nest egg. I see people that are slowly but surely crumbling, finding themselves in a position to where they can't survive unless they continue to work. Did you know that the largest demographic of people that are going back into the workforce are above the age of 70? If that does not scare you, and I don't care how old you are, if you're 20, 30, 40, 50, if that does not scare you, I don't know what will. Because I don't want to be a man that is supposed to be enjoying all of the fruits of my labor. So you work your whole life only to have to work some more just to survive. And you're not even surviving. Like, you're at the bottom of the totem pole. Like, you're at the mercy of the federal government. You're at the mercy of people. You're at the mercy of your children. They probably gonna put you in a home or something. That's not gonna be me. That will never be me. I mean, even today, as secure as I am, because let's be clear, it could all go away tomorrow, but there are certain things that you can do in order to ensure that you're protected. Like, I've always plowed money into my Roth IRA. I've always plowed money and maxed out every single year. And you're talking to a guy that is now 40 years old, and I've been working my entire life. Most people that become millionaires, and this is the myth, most people that become millionaires, all of their wealth is tied up into their home. So when they retire, if they don't sell the crib, then they still gonna be out here looking like a dusty, and they're gonna be desolate. And that's still not no way to live, right? You gotta sell the crib and then go and live in a cheaper place just so you can have a nest egg, and then you can go about doing things with some sense of normalcy, hoping that you don't outlive the amount of money that you got to put up. Money gives you options. That's the biggest thing. People always look at money and they say, oh, okay, I don't have to be rich, or I can only make $40,000 a year and all of this other kind of junk. Money gives you options. It allows for you to be able to make decisions comfortably instead of under duress. And $1 million is not even a lot anymore when you're talking about a nest egg, because you have to budget your life away and then hope that you don't outlive it, and then hope that the markets maintain some sense of normalcy for an extended period of time, because you don't want to draw down off of that nest egg while the markets are down, because then it lowers the principal that you can live off of. And I don't know if I'm going too far. I got the bag chasers, the Patreon members, and we do deep dives. You know what I'm saying? We building businesses, we making sure that we leveling up. Even when people double and triple their income, we saying, yo, don't change your lifestyle, because you want to make sure that you get as many assets as possible, not only to protect yourself and to beat the rate of inflation so that the value of your dollar actually goes further, but also because we want you to be comfortable. We want you to be in a position to where, hey, I'm working because I love working and I just want to continue to put points on the board and add value. I'm not working because this is something that I'm required to do in order to survive. Survival is out. Survival is played out. It's played out. Survival is played out. Now we in thrive mode. And when everybody else is out here trying to figure it out and they still dusty, we in thrive mode, and we in a position to where we want to take control of our destiny and our access. Every day, Rita and I, we sitting out here and we ride around and we go and look at investments that people that's tapped in with us is saying, Anton, this is available because somebody else is under duress. And instead of the bank taking control of it, or instead of Blackstone or some large organization or some other investor is taking advantage of it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to buy it up and I'm going to own everything. And that's what's going to be the move. Because why shouldn't I when I'm in a position of power to do so? The question becomes, when you are in that position, or if you ever get the opportunity to do something that's bigger than what your current circumstance is, are you taking advantage of it? Because usually what happens is people don't make the best decision for themselves when they have the option to. If it's done for you, if you are in school or in high school or whatever like that, and of course we got people that drop out and stuff, but when you have that blueprint or you have that stability or that structure to push you towards whatever it is that's in your best interest, you'll more than likely do it because you have a path, right? You talking to counselors, they saying, hey, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th grade, this is what you need to do to graduate, so on and so forth. Somebody is guiding you along the way. But when you have the option to do it for yourself, people just say, oh, I just want to be successful. Well, you don't have no structure that allows for you to be able to be successful because you don't even know where you're going. You don't even know how to break that out in milestones. And so when I see people get to an age to where they start to be able to retire and they don't have any kind of retirement, they don't have any kind of money put up, they hoping that their home can sell at a specific price. And then if they time it wrong because they trying to time the market and they was trying to get it at the top, and then they take the money out of their house and they refinance it and all of this other type of stuff. And then they lean into all of these talking points of what is normal and all of that other type of stuff. You are off. You are off. You are going to suffer. You are off. You are not going to be successful. You are going to be in a dusty category. And then they make themselves feel better by saying, well, everybody else is dusty, so this is the norm. And it should not be the norm. It should not be the norm. This is not what we should be normalizing. I was on Fight Club last night and I was incredibly broken about the situation.
I'm having trouble hearing you. Sorry.
Okay, Siri. I was incredibly broken about the situation because what we've normalized should not be the standard. That should not be the move. That should not be what it is that we're supposed to be doing. But we've made it our norm. And because we've made it our norm, that's what we expect, right? They was talking about trauma bonding and growing up in the hood and all of that. And I'm like, listen, you can't control where you was born. But they didn't even want to hold their own parents accountable for the fact that that should not have been their norm. That ain't normal. You ain't supposed to be out here suffering and getting caught up in this nonsense and bull crap. You're supposed to be thriving. You don't get credit for being a father. You mean you want credit? You the one that voluntarily brought the kid into the world that didn't want to be here in the first place. That's your reasonable service, your reasonable expectation. So I'm just on this path, this movement, to change what we would call normal, because this should not be normalized. Being broke when you get to a point in your life where you're supposed to be thriving is not the move. I'm just being real. I love you. I appreciate you. It's the summertime. I'm still in grind mode. I'm still getting it. I'm still taking care of business. I'm supposed to go out to drop off my laptop today and then go and look at some property, even on a Sunday, so that we can take advantage of what's going on every day. My daughter will not be subjected to what we've deemed as normal. I want to change the trajectory, and I want to change your mindset also. You can have everything you want. And I know that there's going to be a lot of people that's out here broke, but you don't have to be one of them. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to talk to you later. Peace.